Welcome to episode number 17 of the Minnesota Twins Custom Franchise Series, and today it's Game 4 of the 2020 ALDS between the Minnesota Twins and the Houston Astros. So, yeah, we lost 4-3, and obviously I have both controllers. And I'm not trying to make the Astros come back or anything. If they come back, they come back. But as sorry if it's really blurry, but you can see that they got 3 in the 8th and 1 and 9 to lose. Chase Brown at the loss, he's the only one with a 13.5 ERA, but that's because he only pitched 2/3 of an inning. And Hunter Rondon at the win, he's 1-0, 3 in a third, but he did give up a run in the 8th. That's why his ERA is 20.25. So it's only Martin, well actually not Martin Perez, because he's already named 3. Probably Kyle Gibson versus Brad Peacock, because obviously Baber started game 1 not the win. Orizzi got roughed up, his 36 ERA, 4 whip, 3 strikeouts, 2 innings pitch in game 2, which was off camera. I couldn't manage. We ended up winning 10-9 with an amazing comeback. 8 runs in the bottom of the 9th to tie it at 9, and I ended up winning. And just Nate Biter walked off, stole a homer in the bottom of the 10th. And then Dixon hasn't pitched yet for Pineda. He's deep potential. Well, he has 12-7 with a 3.84 ERA and a 1.31 WHIP, and then through 185 innings. He's on a contract for that's 4 years for only $610,000. So we'll have him in he's at 32, 33, 34, 35, 35. And their bullpen's we only have 2 empty spots. We only had 1 because I think we brought up someone from one or 2 guys who for September call-ups is Jace Fry at the loss, and Reno has pitched. He pitched 6 in the 3rd inning in game 2. Romero hasn't pitched. Jones hasn't pitched. Hildenberger has pitched. Got the win in game 2. Smith hasn't pitched an inning. Pitched the 8th in game 1. Mike Moran pitched in game 3 and then Mom pitched and obviously got save in game 1, which was on cameras. That's episode of the series, game 5 of the 2020 ALDS, which will be Monday. Or if we win game 4, then game 1 of the 2020 ALCS against the Red Sox, that will be Monday as well. Saturday, with the Twins and Yankees in the 2020 AL Wildcard game, in the AL Wildcard in my postseason. I'm going to start my postseason series. I'm doing one for I did for Memorial Day, and then now I'm doing it for 4th of July. Today, well, actually, posted July 2nd, but I filmed it July 1st. Today, players should be reporting for spring training number 2, because the season starts on July 23rd or 24th. I have Pineda going for game 5, but Pineda's probably what I'm probably gonna do. I did see potential. It's unlike that Julian Chafin, which I'm not gonna put as for the Twins in my MLB The Show 20 postseason series. I'm gonna replace him with Rich Hill. And then probably replace that, I think, Matt Wisler with Devin Smeltzer around a Domnat, because he's at a 64, and he's like C potential, I think, or something, but that Chafin's, 69, I think, with a D potential. Pineda, I'm probably going to start for game 1 of the LCS, if we get there. Because I'm probably going to put Dixon out for game 4, and then if we did do a game 5, I'll put Babe Ruth back out. And then game 1, most likely we'll start Pineda if we can get to game 1 of the ALCS. And then probably for that game, that's where I'll play Tony, replace Matthew with Tony and right, and then replace Audie Pullman with Dash C. I'm probably gonna, and then you're thinking about where Dad's gonna go. I'm thinking maybe to start him in this game, maybe. I'm not probably, or maybe in game 1 where I might put him behind, replace Mr. Casey with Dad. Because, or I guess I could put Dad at first, or replace Vinny J with Dad, but I don't know how to do that, so I could put all 3 bench players in. Dash C at 3rd, Tony and Ryan, and Dad behind the plate, or I guess at first, but then Audie Pullman would be already out, so probably, I'm probably going to play all 3 bench players for game 1. I'm thinking maybe putting Dad in this game, but if necessary, but the thing is, I'm not sure where to put him. I don't really want to take Mr. Casey out of it. So I'm probably just going to play all 3 bench players. Dad behind the plate. Dash C at San Antonio and right for Game 1 of the LCS, which will be, hopefully it's next episode, because if it's not next episode, obviously it's Game 5 of the LDS, so not sure when Game 1 of it, but that should be sometime in the middle of next week. And then also, Tuesday? Yeah, because then Sunday is Dash C Rally Show, or Jet Thornton Rally Show. Tuesday will be Game 1 of the One of the Division Series, and my own Bishop 20 postseason series. It will be, obviously, the series the Twins are in, if the Twins make it there, which will be against the Indians. It's the playoff bracket of 2017, so then you had the best record in the American League, playing the winner of the wild card game. But if it's not that, if the Twins lose against the Indians in the wild card game, I'm probably gonna pick a division series, which will be a Dodgers versus the Rockies or the Diamondbacks in one of the wild card game, or Cubs and Nationals, with the Nationals having home field advantage. Obviously, in the other series, Dodgers have home field advantage. Remember, it will be best of 5 for the division series, best of 7 for the championship series, and best of 7 for the World Series. So it'll be like it is in real life. It won't be like these best of 3 and stuff. Well, my last posting read I did best of 3 for the division series and championship series, and best of 5 for the World Series. And before that, first two I did single games for the division series, championship series, and the World Series. But I never did that. Or I did do it, but I'm not gonna do it for. I didn't do it for my last posting bracket, which started on Memorial Day. I'm not gonna do it for this one either, or the one that starts Saturday. So, from when you're watching this, it starts in probably like 2 days. So it's in close. This one's at 7:05, so it is a night game. Tyler White had a walk-off solo homer right center field to win game 3 for the Astros, and now this is a night game, and then also Game 5 will be a night game if we get there. I'm not sure why they have. It's like they don't have an empty. I thought they have an empty spot or something. Because why did they only? Collins is number 3. Number 3, and he's up for Game 1 now? Who started for Game 2? It was McCullers who started for Game 2, and then Stipman. So it was. That's weird. It went from Hendricks to McCullers, 3-4-1, and then now they have Peacock, and then so they're Stipman McHugh. That's weird. And then Verlander, who this year is 43 games, 8 only starts, only 8 games, 6-7, 1 blown save, 4 holds, 4.68 ERA, 1.57 WHIP, but he's 37, so his overall is going down. And he's still, I mean, look at it, they're paying him 31.3 this year, and then 26.9 next year, and then he's a free agent, and then he might retire. He's morale -10 because he thinks he wants to be in rotation, and then -2 because he was born in Virginia and they're in Texas. Special contender, and our budget's net at $60,000. I might trade someone, or something, because I mean, I look at that. Our players' salary is 73 this year, 70 next year, 32 for 2022, 30 for 2023, and 24. As I mean, our top person we're paying is Odorizzi just for 5 years. So I might maybe like trade like Hamels to just do it. Yeah, I mean we're only netted 60,000 to try to get us above, obviously, out of netative. I had like my national franchise, which I had to trade away. I think Black Moons were netted $555,000. I'm only netted $60,000. So sorry about, it's already 9 minutes in video. But yeah, let's only, and by the way, we're the only division series going on. The NLCS, it's the Nationals and the Reds, and obviously the ALCS will be the Red Sox versus the winner of this series. 8:05 Eastern. They have, it says Martin Perez versus Brad Peacock. I'm not gonna put Martin Perez in because obviously just pitched. The Twins will be the gold controller and the Astros will be the blue controller. Here we go. 21. That's Audie Pullman, and that's Astros' dad, because. That's kind of weird, though. Is it only Pullman 21? I thought. And by the way, when we won the World Series last year, I believe no one held the trophy up, because obviously I think last year when it was a walk-off for the World Series, they don't do the trophy presentation. But I think this year, even if it's a walk-off, they still have it. So home uniforms for the Astros, road uniforms for for the Twins. Minute Park holds 41,168 open in 2000. Presentation mode broadcast teams out of the show. Team court counts on. Trap the roof open. Flower Tappers first half. That's not my Perez. It's not. Okay, I was like, where's Dixon? Okay, I'm gonna put Petot. I don't know. So I don't know because really Ramiro is a starter. Did he ever start a game this year? He started 2. In the previous 3, he went 13 and 7. There were only 2 starts, so he's a long reliever. I don't know. I mean, 2018, which was before here, he did start games, and he's in 82. Gibson, I mean, he has a 2-seam basketball, 4-seam basketball, slider. I don't know what Gibson. So righty versus righty, 86 versus 79. So I mean, Gibson had a pretty high ERA. Last year he had a 4 ERA. He had a 4.5 ERA, 4.5 on the be exact. 1.5 WHIP. He went 11 and 8, and then the previous year went 11 and 7. I don't know. I mean, isn't he C potential? Yeah, I'm not going with Ramiro because he's a starter. Yeah, I mean we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then that's Chad Jones is technically a starter too. I have 8 starters. I don't know what there are. So it's only. Wasn't he just an 86 a second ago? Wasn't he just an 86? Well, 80 righty versus righty, 85 versus 82. So I'm gonna go with Ramiro now. Sorry, Gibson, just that's the playoffs. As let's say they have the DH is Lennon Diaz because they had Robinson. He's against lefties, so and Josh Reddick and right. So they only have 2 lefties, but obviously it's Kyle Tucker and then the Josh Reddick. And then over here, I'm not. I'll put these 3 bench players in. Dad did play in game 2. He played at first base, and I moved Vinny Joe over to third base. Sorry, it's just at the end, but I'm gonna leave it at everyone here. And the only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Sprinter like I did for game 1 at leadoff, and then move Redmond down to 4 where Sprinter was. So yeah, I'm gonna play a Plants Forest game. So I'm actually gonna wait. There's the clips at the end. Sorry, it's a clip in the video that hasn't started yet. Sorry about that, but yeah, let's do it. So you can see we have 4 home runs. I think it's 4 home runs. I think. So as you can see, I mean, top 3 guys have been 214. Everyone, Kyle Tucker hasn't got a hit. I think he only played in game 2 and then did a hit. Tyler White was the hero in game 3. And yeah, here we go. We are here at Minute Park in Houston, Texas for Game 4 of the 2020 ALDS between the Minnesota Twins and the Houston Astros. Hi there everybody, Vinny J here in 342 18 in the Man Cave. Welcome to our special posting coverage of baseball here on the show. As the Game 4, Twins up 2 games to 1. They're one win away from moving on to the ALCS to play the Red Sox. As the Twins won 1-0 in Game 1, won 10-9 in Game 2 with an epic comeback, and the Astros won 4-3 in Game 3 into a Tyler White walk-off solo homer. As it was 9-1 Astros in Game 2, and then the Twins came back with 9-9 and their snake biter walk-off solo homer in the bottom of the 10th. Play-by-play coming up next. Or lineups and first pitch coming up next. Red Peacock, 32 starts in the regular season, 12-8 record, 3.70 ERA, 175 1/3 innings, 151 hits, 1.23 WHIP, 65 walks, and 190 strikeouts. Trying to have a quality start. If the Twins win, they move on to the ALCS to play the Boston Red Sox. If the Astros win, they force a winner-take-all Game 5 back at the Herbert H. Humphrey Metrodome in downtown Minneapolis. You're wondering why the Twins actually play there? Well, obviously every game I play, on camera. And sometimes I did like this season, and then I did like 3 full games off camera. I did the metronome, and I also quick managed game 2 of the series, which was off camera at the metronome. Sometimes the games I quick manage, obviously, because if I just sim and then save, it will not save the games I sim. So like the last game of the first half, the game after the 4th of July against the Cardinals, I played at Target Field. Or sometimes during the regular season, the games I quick manage or player a lot, I play at Target Field. Obviously, game 2 this year, I quick manage off camera. I played at the metronome. I mean, every game I play on camera, which is a full game, every home game for the Twins, I played the Herbert Humphrey metronome. I started that like halfway through last season. So yeah, because I remember opening day, the first episode of the series, I didn't play at the metronome. I played at Target Field. I believe I started playing at the Herbert H. Humphrey metronome. I believe then I started it in the postseason. I think 2019 postseason in MLB Show 19. So here we go. Brad P got a slider, 2-seam fastball, 4-seam fastball, and an outdoor curve. Here we go. Here's Lude batting 214 in the postseason. 0 for 5 with a strikeout. In game 3, has a fly ball going over a sprinter, and sprinter makes the catch. 1 down. I'm sorry, I have 15 minutes in the video and the game just started. Here's the starting lineup for the Minnesota Twins. Lude, Matthews, Jack Thornton, Star Forcer, David Jr., Vinny J, Mr. Casey, Audie Bowman, and St. Spider. They can win this game and move on to the ALDS to play the Red Sox, in which the Red Sox will have home field advantage. The Astros win. They force a winner take on Game 5 at the Herbert H. Humphrey Metronome in downtown Minneapolis. The roof is open here on this beautiful October night. That's a ground ball. Charging is Altuve. The roof is open here on this beautiful, the roof is open on this beautiful October night. 2 down. And here comes Jack Thornton, 3 for 14 in the series, 214 average, no runs, no RBIs. So 314 here in the series. 3 hits on 14 at bats, played every game. 1 on count. That's a ground ball, and it's over the head of the pitcher in the center field base hit for Jack Thornton. And now he's 4 for 15 in the postseason. 96 speed on base. Gotta watch it because there's some Star Forcer. 2-1 count. Vinny J sits. Star Forcer. That is a strike. Thrown to second by an actual Danny safe. So Star Forcer's been 6-15 in the postseason. 1 home run, 3 RBI. Got the home run in game 2 when I was quick managing off camera. 2-2 count. That's a fly out ball. It's hit well. That ball is back. And that ball is off the out-of-town scoreboard. And that is a wild throw in the infield with the runner on center will score anyways. And the Twins jump out in front. Star Forcer with a RBI, 4th of the series and 4th of the postseason because it's the first postseason series you didn't see it. I mean, that took forever to come down, and he is insane. And here comes Babe Ruth Jr. Now he's batting 643, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. Here comes Babe Ruth Jr. batting 333. So it's 2 out single by whatever it's called. Who? Jack Thornton, and then Vinny. And then so a 2 out single by Jack Thornton, a stolen base, and then a 2 out RBI double by Star Forcer has given the Twins the lead. 1-0. I guess where that hit it, I guess he could have caught it, but I doubt he would have caught that. The crowd is quiet right there. They try the ground ball, fielded by Bredman. Throw to first, and then over then to a 2-out RBI double by Star Forcer, not Bader Jr. Scores 1-0 Twins. Astros coming to the bat. No, it is 1-0 Twins after half an inning of play in Game 4. Fernando Romero this season 2 starts only. He actually was supposed to be in the bullpen. 2 starts only this in regular season. 13-7 record, 3.73 ERA, 144 and 2/3 innings, 149 hits, 1.33 WHIP, and then you saw how many walks and strikeouts in the regular season. So he only had 2 starts. He actually was in the bullpen for obviously all season, besides obviously basically only 2 starts. That means he was in the bullpen for most of the year, and then that's why. So 2-seam fastball, 4-seam fastball, slider, and a changeup. So Romero was in the bullpen for most of the year. That's a line drive base hit for Sprinter. Going for the 9-3, but Vinny J's not covering. Sprinter's out on the leadoff single, and here comes Altuve. He was 5-for-12 in the series. 417 average, no home runs, no RBIs. Actually, this is Correa. Okay. But this is Altuve. 1-on down to Correa. That's a round 1, should be 2. Luke Thornton. Jade. Double play. Got him. Got Correa by a step or less. Here's the starting lineup for the Houston Astros. George Sprinter. Carlos Correa. Jose Altuve. Alex Bregman. Alemnis Diaz, the DH, Josh Reddick, the Astros dad, Kyle Tucker, and Tyler White, who was a hero in game 3. Here's Altuve. No, batting .385 in the postseason, no home runs, 3 RBIs. 2-2 count. That's a fly ball. That ball is medium deep left center field. And it's caught by Snake Biter in left center field, and then it's over. We're through 1 in game 4. The score is the Twins 1, the Astros 0. Here comes Vinny J, batting .354 in the postseason. 1-on count. That's the ground ball, a really tough play for Correa. Throw to first. Save it out. Whoa. Whoa. And yeah, now the Twins have up 20 seconds of challenge to call the first base umpire, which I'm not sure who it is. You have 1 challenge available prior to the 7th inning. It's successful. You'll receive 1 additional challenge. I'm not sure. How in the world was he out? Was he out though? No. Whoa. He was safe. Oh, no. He was safe. Well, he looked safe by a mile. Always in this view, like always in that view right there. I'm not sure who that is. That kind of looks like Matthew Ross, maybe Dave Lawrence. So tallest challenge, calling the field is save or the calling the field is out. Whoa, yeah, he beat it by half a step. And first base umpire does go over there, but the home plate umpire will have the pair of headphones on, and he says safe. That's what New York said, and the call is overturned, and they'll have 1 more challenge if they want to use it later in the ball game. And here comes Mr. Casey, 250 in the postseason, no home runs, 2 RBIs, down an RBI. Then in game 2, which I quit man Jock Tanner, I did, and then that was Del Parker. Dave Lawrence is at 3rd, and Matthew Ross is at 2nd. So 76 degrees clear, 100% full, 41,168. Wind 1 miles per hour blowing in from left field. So minimum wind, you don't even see it right there. 2-1 count to Mr. Casey, the catcher, and that is on the outside corner, straight to. And here the umpires. Time for Game 4 of the 2020 ALDS. Beyond the play is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher, and can be a little.
There's a beard around the mouth. So he's basically.
We're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. The same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
But fluctuates during the game. That's a line drive in. It's a base hit. 2 runners on, nobody out for the Twins in the top of the 2nd.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta tip your cap right there. He executed a nice pitch down in his zone.
2 runners on, nobody out for Arnie Pullman. 286 in the postseason, no home runs, no RBIs, 1-on count. That's it, it should be 2. Correa, Altuve, White double play. 2 down. Here comes Snake Biter. 1-on count. That's a dribble off the middle, base hit. Snake Biter with 2 out, RBI single, and it's 2-0. 2-0 in the 2nd inning. Sorry if it's already like 23 minutes of video, and it's only the 2nd inning. Here comes Lou to flop start of the ball game. That's a line drive caught by Toronto. Right out 2 base, and it makes it, and it's over. Then to a 2-out RBI single by State Biter. The score is now 2-0 Twins after an inning and a half of play. You know, here comes Bredman. They got one in the first, the Astros, but the race on double play. 3-3 in the postseason. That's a ground ball. Jack Thornton. Throw to first. Got him. 1 down. Right. No defense for this. Here's Diaz, who was a DH for game 2. And Daniel Robinson's a DH for game 1. And threats a line drop. And they're going to slap Snake Biter with an 8. And here comes Josh Reddick, who I believe only played in game 2, I believe. 3-2 count. That's around what should be 2. Second one, that is a double play, a second. The Astros, that's 2 innings, 2 double plays for the Astros. We're through 2. The score is 2-0 Twins. Here comes Matthew. 1 count. That's a ground ball. That is a base hit. Pins the Diamond Correa. 6 hits for the Twins through just over 2 minutes. Here comes Jack Thornton, 1 for 1 on the single. And then he steal a base. 1 for 1 with a single, stolen base, and a run scored. 1 count. That's a line drive. That ball is down, and that ball will be cut off, but that run might come around, and he will be held at third. So a single and now a double, and yeah, a star four. So here comes star four. So 1 for 1 with a double and 4 RBIs, or an RBI in the series, 19 or 14, home run, 4 RBIs. Here we go. Bases loaded, runs, scoring position, nobody out. 3-2 count. That's a ground ball. Ball's out the middle. 1 run will score. Second run's gonna easily score. And now they have him bat the first save. It's 4-0. 4-0 in the third inning. They have scored more runs than they did last night or yesterday. And that Twins have scored more runs than they scored yesterday afternoon. 3-1 count now. That's a ground ball. 2-2. Correa. Altuve. White. Safe at first. Runner at first, 1 out. And this has been, here comes Vinny J. 1 for 1, a single and short a run. 1 of the 4 for the Twins. 1-1 count. That's a ground ball. That is up the middle, base hit. 2 runners on, 1 out. There's only been 1 out in the inning. And they're starting to warm up Tyler Loans in the bullpen. You got the loss in game 2. 1-1 count. That's a ground ball. Back to Pika. Second one. First. Safe at first. So 2 fielders choices in the inning. Runners in the corners, 2 outs for Artie Pullman, who 20? No, yeah, he's 20. He's supposed to be 15, but I think that's retired. I'm not sure why he's not 15. But the person you saw, I think in game 1 you saw Audie Pullman because you saw number 20. I thought that was Tony. So in game 1 I said number 20 was Tony, and then I forgot who was in game 3. And for game 4 I said that was Audie Pullman. That was actually Tony in the intro. Tony's number 21. Audie Pullman's number 20. So game 1 I said that was Tony. It was actually Audie Pullman. Here in game 4 I said, or the player for the uniforms in game 1 I said it was Audie Pullman. It was actually Tony, number 21, and then in this game I said it was Audie Pullman was actually Tony. So Tony's number 21, Audie Pullman's number 20. Here we go. Runners in the corners, 2 outs for Audie Pullman. That's it. Round ball. It's a base hit. It's 5-0, and now he is out as he went too far. Altuve slaps a tag on him. Mr. Casey was caught going off the bat, but the run does score. We're through 2 and out. The score is 5-0 Twins. Now, the Twins have 5 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. The Astros have no runs on 1 hit. No error. No errors. 3-2 count. That's all tap for the Astros. That Mr. JC throws it to Vinny J. 1 down. These fans are dejected. I mean, it's the third inning and they're already down 5-0. Here's Tyler Tucker 0 for 4 in the postseason. He went 0 for 4 in Game 2 and didn't start in Game 1 or 3. 2-1 count. Now solo Sanford's only tough for Ramiro. Left the mound, throw to first, save! And that's Tutter's first hit of the postseason. As he went 0 for 4 in Game 2 and then didn't start in Game 1 or 3. And here comes the hero from yesterday afternoon. That's a ground ball. It's on a really tough play. Second one. First double play. That's 3 through the first 3 innings for the Astros. And the 3 of score remains 5-0 Twins. We're back to Houston. Let's go on the field to check in with Tiny Watney. I'm not sure. It's not on about that. I'm not sure what it is. I can't remember. That's been easier right there.
He said he's seen his hitters take it to another level with runners in scoring position today, which is reflected in their batting average in those situations. Over a 600 clip. Clearly, that's been a big part of the story of this game.
All right.
Thank you, Heidi.
Thanks, Heidi.
And by the way, you know the challenge where the manager said "good for the challenge." I said you saw a player standing up in the with a toad on. That's always seemed like the pitcher had started. The pitcher turned pitcher, so it was Ramiro right there. Here we go. Here comes Snake Bayer. That's a ground ball. That ball is off Correa. And that was 9-1-2 due up for the Twins in the top of the 4th. That's a base. That's an 11th base hit, and that's gonna be it for Peacock. 3 innings, 3+ innings, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, and 6 runs, and it'll be 6 runs, 6 earned runs that the runner at first scores. 7 appearances in the postseason, 0-1 record, 1 and 1/3 innings pitched, 6.75 ERA, no strikeouts, no walks, no averages, no average. And then it'll not sure. No, I know. There's Lute. That's a ground ball. That ball is stopped. What a play from Altuve. Throws a second to safe. So no, here comes Matthew as the Astros are completely at the pitchers have it. That's a ground ball. That could be 2. Second one. And due to the save at second! Unbelievable! What in the world? And here comes Jet Norton. 2 for 2 with a double single and 2 RBIs. It's 5-0 with the bases loaded. And this is just out of hand for the Astros. This is just insane. That's a ground ball. That could be 2. And that is gonna be a double play. Got him. But the run does score at 6-0. No RBI for Jack Thornton. Here comes Star Forcer. But you're still not. The Astros now down by half a dozen. That's a ground ball. Tough play. 96 feet from Star Forcer. Got him. But the Twins do get 1 run. We're through 3.5. The score is 6-0. Twins. The Astros have 2 runs or 2 hits. Both on race on a double play. So Ramirez has faced the minimum through 3. Here comes Sprinter, let out the first in the round the first of the hit. That's off of Ramiro. That's how he foot race to the bat, and Sprinter will win it. So it's an infield single for Sprinter, second of the game, second single of the game. But you're still down by a lot. I mean, you're down by half a dozen. Here comes Correa drilling into a double play first. That's a fly. That ball is hit well retreated as Matthew, but he will catch it about. Really, not shy of the track by 5 feet or something. Here's Altuve. It flew out to end the first inning. 3-1 hitters count, and that is in there. 3-2 now to the Astros number 3 batter and Astros second baseman. 3-2 count. That's a ground ball. That could be 2. Sits in the bat for 1. That is a double play. 4 or 3 double plays. 3? I'm not sure, but and the 4 score remains 6-0 Twins. Ramirez has faced the minimum through 4. He's given up 3 hits, but all were racing on a double play. So here's David Jr. 0 for 2 in the game, despite his team's offensive onslaught. 6-0. 6 runs on 11 hits, 1 error for the Twins. No runs on 3 hits, no errors for the Astros. They do have 3 hits, but Already on a double play, so remember facing him to 4. That's a line drive ball. It's hit well back. It's Tucker, but he makes the catch. 1 down. And there's the stats. Was 3 1/3 innings. 6 runs, 6 earned runs. 1 on count. That's So I believe for Pete on 3 1/3 innings, 6 runs, 6 earned runs. 1-2 count. That's a liner. Gone. Short by Altuve. 2 down here in the 5th. Here's Mr. Casey. 1-2. A single back in the 2nd. And also reached on a fielder's choice. He's not on base. Has been on base twice tonight. That's a ground ball to Bredman. Halfway home in game 4. The score is 6-0 Twins. We're back to Houston. Let's go on the field again to check in with Tony Watney. I think about the Astros player, as you can see. Hat right there. That's the Astros ad. 4 innings, 4 at bats for them. I know why there's 4. Thank you, Heidi. So I figured it out. They have 3 hits, and then obviously have 4 base runners. They have 3 hits, and then obviously another base runner, and then they had a player reach on an error. But all 4 were racing on a double play. So Ramirez faced a minimum through 4. 1 on count. That's it. Ramos had a tough play, and he botches it. I'm not sure if it's on a hit or an E5 or E6, and I'll say hit. So 4th of the game for the Astros. Here comes Diaz, who reached on a East 8 earlier. That's a ground ball. Pass Ramiro. 2 runners on, nobody out for the Astros. Homer would cut the Twins lead in half. Here comes Red. Oprah won the game. 1 for 9 in the series. 3-2 count. That's it. Round. That could be 2. That is gonna be a double play. Another one. 5 in the first 5 innings. But it won't be the minimum. Here comes the Astros dad. Hit will make it 6-1. 1-1 count. That's it. Round ball. That ball is it passes Ivan Luke in the right center field. Base hit. And it's 6-1. An RBI single by the Astros dad. And it's 6-1 Twins. Here comes Kyle Tucker. 1 for 1 in the game. That's it. Round ball on a tough play. 72 speed. Jeff Thornton throws. Another good pitch by Benny J. Astros do run into a 2-out RBI single by the Astros dad. We're through 5. The score is the Twins 6 and the Astros 1. Here comes Audie Pullman. 1 for 2 in the game. That's a foul ball. 2-2 now. 2-2 down. So the F8. Basically, we're right at stand. That's where he caught it on that. Here's the Saint Biter. 2-2. 2 singles and RBI and game. 1 on down. That's a ground ball. He's 3 for 3. Red going for a 9-3. Not in time. He's 3 for 3 in the game. And I'm starting to warm up. Justin Verlander, one of the I believe they only have 1 relief pitcher. Tyler Owens is the mid relief pitcher. They're on the warm up. Justin Verlander under Astros Lawn relief pitcher. 1 on town. That's it. Round ball should be 2. Loans. Correa. White and Luke beats out the return throw. It's on a fielder's choice. Here comes Matthew. 1 for 3. A single and scored 1 of the 6 runs for the Twins. 1 on town. That's a fly ball shot in the inning. And we are through 5.5. The score is the Twins 6 and the Astros 1. Here comes a 9-1-2 due up for the Astros in the bottom. Here comes Tyler White, the hero from game 3. That's a line drive. The ball is past the diamond. Center Forcer and White's on with a double. So White was the hero from yesterday afternoon from game 3. And lead-off double, so here comes George Springer, 2 for 2 with 2 singles, 1 infield single, 2 on town. That's a ground ball. There was a White will go to third, throw to first, got him. The runner goes over to third. One runner at third, one out for Carlos Correa. 5 for 12 in the series, 0 for 2 in the game. 1-1 count. That's it, round. That will score the run. Correa throw to first by Luke beyond the second base. Bad in time, 2 down, but the run does score. RBI drawn out by Correa, and now the Astros are within a grand slam. It's at 4. It's within 6. They're down their final 10 outs, down by 4. 1-1 count. That's a ground ball, base hit. The only 2 more base runners have been the time runner in the plate. Runner at first, 2 outs. As here we go, as trying to keep that line moving. Here comes Brenman. That's a ground ball. That ball's out the middle. First to third is Altuve. He'll get there. The throw is cut off by Jack Thornton. Runs that corner, 2 outs. And here comes Diaz with the time run on deck. 3-2 count. That's a ground ball, and that is only thrown by Luke the first, in and over. And the Astros did a run. They made it 6-4, but they also turned a pair of runners. Ruth Sister scores, the Twins 6, and the Astros 2. Here, as we go to the set, we're in the official bat third of the game, and here comes the long relief pitcher for the Astros, Justin Verlander. 43 innings this year, 6 and 7 under, no saves, no save opportunities, 136 and 2/3 innings, a 4.68 ERA, 1.57, 140 strikeouts, and only like 11 losses in it, said. 1-1 count to Jack Thornton. That's a draw on a rocket, or a hard ground ball to Altuve, throw to White in time, 1 down. Not sure where Gurriel is. I'm not sure if he I don't know if he got traded or got on another team. I don't know if he retired or he's in the minors or something. No, I'm not sure. No, wait, 1-2 count. Star Forcer. He's a switch hitter. That's a ground ball, and he's 3 for 4. 3 for 4 in the game. And that's a ground ball fair! And then we'll go all the way to the edge of the warning track. And he will go first to third. That's a double for Babe Ruth Jr. Here comes Vinny J. 1-2 count, 1 out. And you might not pay attention to Mr. Casey's on deck. But at this point, where you can't really afford to get down more than a grand slam because you only have 3 more outs to work with. Or 9 more outs to work with. And they're gonna, he's 2 for 8. 2 for 8 with a home run, and they're all potentially walking. Here's Mr. Casey 1 for 3, a single in the second. He only has like 40, I'm not sure how much speed he has, but 470 bases in order and double plays in order. 1-1 count. That's a ground ball, it's a base hit! 1 run will score, and they're on the station it's 7-2. That was a good throw by Reddit, up the line. RBI sent by Mr. Casey. Here comes Artie Pullman, runner, bases loaded, 1 out now, or 1 out still. That's a ground ball, it's on a really tough way at 2, second 1, and they're gonna go to first, not in time. It's an fielder strikes an RBI for Artie Pullman. It's 8-2. Here comes Nate Biter. Nowhere to put him, or actually you could put him somewhere. That's a line drive base hit, going for the 9-3, not in time, and it's 9-2 Twins. 3 runs in the inning. Here comes Luda, 0 for 4 in the game. He's 0 for 4. 0 for 5 with a strikeout in game 3, and now 0 for 4 in the game. Despite us seeing 9-2 in the game. Can he get a hit? But this should be his last at bat. That's a ground ball. That is a base hit. They're gonna hold the runner at third base. There's a 1-out stretch to the plate. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and they're not. And yeah, it was a hit. And we have bases loaded, 2 outs for Matthew, 1 for 4 in the game. That's a line drive. That's a base hit. Into the corner. That will rattle around. Luke will. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. A 3rd run's coming around. Throw to the plate. Not in time. It's 12-2. A 3-run double for Matthew, and it's 12-2 Minnesota. Here comes Jack Thornton. That's a little tapper. 96 speed. Throw to first by Verlander. Out by a step or less than a step. Mike, 10 men come to the plate. sits in the score. 7 in stretch time here at Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas. The score is the Astros, or the Twins 12 and the Astros 2. Here's Josh Reddick. That's a line drive. That will caught. What a catch by Snake Biter. Makes up for that error earlier in the game. 1 down. Here comes Astros dad who drove in the first run for Houston a few innings ago. That's a ground ball. Jack Thornton throw to first. 2 down. As the Astros down our final 7 outs, down by 10. So here comes Kyle Tucker. 1 for 6 in the series, 1 for 2 in the game. 1-1 count. That's a launch on the ball. It's hit one retreat. His feet start forced over. He makes the catch on the edge of the warning track. You can see some fans left here at Minute Maid Park. We're through 7. The score is the Twins 12 and the Astros 2. Twins have 12 runs on 18 hits, 1 error, and the Astros have 2 runs on 9 hits, no errors. 3 for 4 in the game for Snake Biter, or Star Forcer, 1-2 count. That's a fly ball. The ball is hit well. That ball wasn't a home run, even if it was fair. It's foul. 1-2 count. That's it. Reynolds had a really tough play. 90 speed in the hole. He stomps. Even if he Jeter jump throw it, Star Forcer is trying to beat that out. He's 4 for 5. Unbelievable game. Here comes another guy. Bader Jr. 1 for 4 with a double earlier. That's it. Round 2-2. Bredman, Altuve, White. He just jumped through a gun and double play. 2 down here in the 8th. But it's still 12-2. So here's Vinny J. 2 for 3 with 2 singles and 2 runs scored. Scored 2 of the 12 runs for the Twins. I believe every Twins player has a hit. That's a ground ball to White. Throw to first. Throw to Verlander. Covering the innings over. Middle of 8. The score remains 12-2 Twins. So you can see we're bad. Here's Tyler White. 9-1-2 do it for the Astros in the bottom of the 8th. There's 80 pitches thrown by Ramirez. Energy's in the yellow. 3-1 count. That's a fly. That ball is hit well. Retreated. It's not a forcer. But he makes the catch late to the zone left center field. 1 down. And George Springer 2 for 3 with 2 singles. 1-1 count. That's a ground ball. And throw to first by Luke is in time 2 down. As you can see a lot of fans left here at Minute Maid Park, and the fans left. They're not into the game. Who would be, because you're down by 10, 12-2. 1-1 count. That's a ground ball. Back to Ramirez. Ramirez through 8. It's 12-2 Twins. I still have that view if the roof's closing. Here comes Mr. Casey. 2 for 4 in the game. 3-1 count. That's a line drive base hit! Mr. Casey is 76 speed, by the way. Here comes Andy Pullman. 1-1 count. That's a foul ball. 1-2 to Andy Pullman. The fans are getting now into it. The fans that are left, they're waving their rally towels. But that's a fly ball. The ball is hit well. That ball is gonna get down. That will go all the way to the wall. The run could score, and there's a runner. The runners are going home, or one runner's going home. Throw to the plate. It's up the third base line. It's a triple. Audie Pullman with an RBI triple as he was right behind Mr. Casey. Here comes Snake Biter 4 for 4, 4 singles, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. I don't know what's going on here. Here comes. That's a ground ball. A run will score, and he is 4 for 5 with 4 singles, 3 RBIs, and now 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored. It's 14-2. Here comes Luke, 1 for 5 with a single and scored a run. I believe every Twins player has a hit in the game. 3-2 count. Line drive cut on his run foul. 2 down. Luke, he's 0 for 5 with a strike down in game 3. 1 for 6 in the game. He got a hit. Here comes Matthew, 2 for 5 with a double, single, and 3 RBIs. Driven 3 out of the 14 runs for the Twins. Here we go, 1-1 count. That's a fly ball. The ball is hit well. Retreating is Reddick, and he will meet the catch left in the zone a few feet in front of the wall. Middle of 9 the scores, the Twins 14, the Astros 2. Here's Altuve. 3-4-5 due up for the Astros in the bottom of the 9th. As it looks like there's no action in the Twins bullpen. The energy of Romero is in the yellow. That's a ground ball to Jack Thornton. And the Twins are 2 outs away from playing the Red Sox in the ALCS. And there's no action in the... Here comes Bregman. Ramirez doing entire energy in the yellow. Two more outs away. Alright, Ramirez 2 outs away from having a complete day. That is caught at the shoelaces by Sage Biter, 2 down. And the Twins are Astros down their final out and now straight. Twins 1 out away from moving on to the ALCS to play the Red Sox. And Ramirez 1 out away from a complete game. And we got 3-2 down to Diaz. That's all a tap for the Mr. Casey in front of the plate, throwing to first, and the Twins are going to the ALCS to play the Red Sox. The Twins move on to the ALCS to play the Red Sox. And yeah, the Twins move on to play the Red Sox in the ALCS Final Four. Minnesota Twins, Boston Red Sox, Washington Nationals, and Cincinnati Reds are the Final Four. And the player of the game is Star Force, number 24, the left fielder, the top player of the game for Game 4 of the 2020 ALDS. So you can see, I believe that's Dad on the right with the beard, he's number 11. I'm not sure who the other 2 guys are. I believe Tony, that's on number 21. I'm not sure who the other guy was. But my goodness, Twins win 14-2. They score over a dozen and over Bader 14 runs, 4 for 5 with a run scored and 3 RBIs, an OPS of 1.800. For Vinny J, this final score is Minnesota Twins 14 and the Houston Astros 2. For Vinny J, this has been the American League Division Series. Well, 4 for 5 with a double, 3 singles, 3 RBIs, and a run scored. 14 runs on 21 hits, 1 error for the Twins, 2 runs on 9 hits, no errors for the Astros. And Dad drove in one of the runs, and the other person that drove in the run was not sure. Oh my, I believe everyone got a hit. Yeah, everyone. The only person that did the worst, I mean, Luke Dunn 200 in the postseason, 1 for 6 in the game, 1 for 6 with a single on a run score. But yeah, and Bader Jr. only had 1 hit, but everyone else. Luke 1, Matthew 2, Jack Thornton 2, Star Forcer 4 was the player of the game. Bader Jr. 1, Vinny J 2, Mr. Casey 3, Audie Pullman 2, Sage Biter 4, and there was only 13 RBIs, I guess. I'm not sure if there wasn't one, but I mean, look at that. Pullman did it. Remember at the win, and then over here, I mean, look at that double play. Red at 2, white, and they only had 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Peter at the lost in 3 innings, and then Loans went 3 innings, and then Verlander went 3 innings. The Astros are eliminated. Final 4: Minnesota Twins, Boston Red Sox, Washington Nationals, and then the Cincinnati Reds. So yeah, name 1 of the ALCS against the Red Sox in Boston will be Monday, and obviously tomorrow, Rocky League, Saturday, Twins at Yankees in the AL Wild Card Tournament, and my MLB Show 20 postseason series. Sunday, Jack Thornton runs the show, or Dash C runs the show, and obviously Monday, Game 1 of the ALCS, Minnesota Twins Custom franchise, and then Tuesday, Game 1 of one of the Division series, Game 1 of one of the Division series in my MLB Show 20 postseason series. Okay, that's how I want to close. No board. If you got the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know, I'm going to tune episode number 18 of the MLB Show of this Minnesota Twins Custom Franchise Series. See you in episode number 18, and eat a lot of bacon, and go Twins.